What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. So I've had this device for about a week and I want to share with you guys my thoughts, my experience of using this device, and what I overall see in the Z Fold 6. And I truly believe that this lineup, the Z Fold lineup, can be a flagship, ultra flagship lineup. But as of right now, it still isn't. So I want to start things off with design. I just took my case off for this video and it does have some sticky stuff on it. But for design of this, I've started to get used to the cover display, which isn't as wide as the cover display found on the OnePlus Open, but it definitely is usable. And in the past week, I've been using the cover display more and more often, which I really do enjoy. I also like how the sides, I was going to say slides, the sides of the Z Fold and the Z Flip, they're flattened and it feels more in line with the Galaxy S24 series. Absolutely love it. Now, I think the device feels really good to hold in the hand, but yes, you know, the flattened sides sometimes may feel a bit sharp at times, but if you ask me, just the general look and aesthetic of this phone is premium. Fold 6 also feels very, very light. Very light to hold in the hand. You won't have any issues when carrying this, at least in my opinion. Now, not only that, inner display is also great. Gets super bright outdoors. That way you have no issues if you're going to be using this outdoors quite often. The crease, I do want to mention, it's still there, it's present, but I'll be honest with you, other than right now, because I'm speaking about it, I don't think about the crease at all. Now, I did notice something, and that's the speakers, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but they don't seem as loud as the OnePlus Open. Again, that may just be me, but I'd have to do separate testing on the speakers and see which one is louder and all that stuff. But from what I've noticed, it doesn't sound as loud, and it doesn't even sound as loud as the Galaxy S24 Ultra. But again, that may just be me until I do some further testing between those devices. Another thing that I kind of wish Samsung just put is a normal front-facing camera in the inner display rather than under display. Yeah, it looks cool, but like I can still really see, I can see it there. I can see those pixels there. And the quality is like potato quality, so I don't know why they still have it there. But yeah, either if you're not gonna, you know, kind of put in more effort into it, or if the technology is just not there yet, then just put in a normal camera. I'm fine with it. I think everyone else would be fine to have better quality rather than having it under display. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but that's something that I noticed with design. But the one thing I love about the Z Fold is the performance. It's no slouch. It's got the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, 12 gigs of RAM. My model has ½ terabyte of storage. And I honestly had no issues. Obviously, that's to be expected from a phone that is brand new. But with its competitors having like 16 gigs of RAM in their devices, having 12 gigs of RAM kind of makes you think, well, I mean, couldn't Samsung have thrown 16 gigs of RAM in this too and kind of made it a little bit more ultra given the premium price? And yes, I believe they could have, but for what you're getting right now, it's perfect. It's definitely perfect, and I'm really happy that this is going to support 7 years of software updates. So if you were thinking about getting a foldable, but you weren't sure about how the software updates are going to be and how much Samsung really is committed to foldables, just know 7 years of software updates. But the thing is, like, we're going to have to come back to this device in 7 years and see how it actually holds up. But it's nice to see that promise from more and more companies. Google's promised 7 years. Samsung is now following and promising 7 years. So that's a huge plus. Now, the cameras are actually a big topic about the Z Fold 6 because from what's said, it's like predecessors not improved that much. It's not like S24 Ultra quality. And yeah, that's true. They're good. They get the job done, at least for me. There's new 12 megapixel ultra wide, and then obviously the 50 megapixel main sensor. And there is a 10 megapixel 3x camera, but the quality is great. It's not going to be Galaxy S24 Ultra quality, and like I did mention, the under display camera is potato, and I just want a normal front-facing camera in their display. But thankfully, if you don't want to use that, you still have this outer cover display to use for the front-facing camera. Now, I wish the Fold 6 it had the same camera setup as the Galaxy S24 Ultra, because like I said, you're paying a premium price for this phone, for a premium phone, but you aren't really getting premium cameras. And that may be the same argument as not getting the most premium, the most ultra specs. And obviously it's not its name, it's not a Galaxy Z Fold 6 Ultra, it's just the Fold 6. But still, I mean, $1,900 for the Z Fold 6, you would kind of expect to see much better camera quality. You could have just brought the same camera quality as the S24 into this, and I think a lot of people would have been content. But I'll put it this way, if you're not too concerned about the camera quality, if not like really nitpicking, this is really going to get the job done. It's obviously not up there, but it's also not down there either. It's still a decent camera. Now, what I've noticed in the past week with the battery life, it's been pretty good, but I feel like the OnePlus Open is still a little better, and I will be having a separate comparison video between the two, but I've been switching between this and the Z Flip. And before this, I came from the OnePlus Open as my main device, so that's why it's easier to kind of relate and compare. And I feel like that battery life was a little bit better, but it's still pretty decent. You know, it has a 4,400 milliamp hour battery, but I also wish it was a bit larger. Now, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which is with its efficiency, should be helping the battery life. In addition, I don't like the charging speeds. They're not the fastest. I think there was like 25 watts of wired charging. And I hope Samsung does decide to add faster charging speeds to their devices. Please, Samsung, please, if you ever come across this video, please add like 60 watts, 80 watts of wired charging. I think my OnePlus Open has 65 watts of wired charging. And literally, I wake up in the morning, charge for like 30 minutes, and I'm all set to go. But other than that, the device has been lasting me an entire day. There have been like a couple of days in the week where it was a little bit more heavy use, and I was still using it past like 9 p.m. and that's when I kind of had to plug it in for a little bit to get some juice. Like right now, it's 11:55. That's 47%. It was at like 20% before I plugged it in for this video. I just wanted to make sure I have, extra charge, no matter what. But for the most part, it's been pretty decent. Now the pricing is kind of, I have some thoughts about it because it's $100 more expensive, and does it justify some of the improvements you get with the Z Fold 6? I don't think so. I feel like it's a little harder to justify than last year's pricing of $1799 for the Fold 5. But overall, it's still a good phone. This is still a very good phone. Now, do keep in mind that the phone will always go on sale and you'll be able to find it for a good price. So just make sure you tune into the channel. Check the link in the description down below of the Z Flips or Z Fold 6, as well as the Z Flip 6 for my other videos, because Samsung always has really good deals for their devices, and this one will be going on sale. I can definitely guarantee at some point this is going to be going on sale, and you'll be able to find it in links in the description down below. And sometimes when I come across a great deal, I share on my community tab here on YouTube as well as my other socials. But just to wrap things up, I absolutely thrilled with this device. I really do like the Galaxy Z Fold 6, and this is my first Samsung Galaxy Z Fold. I've used the Flips and I've used the OnePlus Open, but this is my first Fold, and it looks like it was meant to start using the Z Fold at the 6th iteration. I think Samsung put in some decent improvements into the Z Fold 6. And the one thing I hope to see next year with the Fold 6 is hopefully better camera improvements, a larger battery, just like these ultra flagship specs to make it that flagship device. I don't know. I would love to have like a Z Fold 7 Ultra. Maybe they might release one afterwards in a couple months, like a Z Fold 6 Ultra, but just having that ultra moniker and the flagship specs in there. Maybe have like inbuilt S Pen support. I don't know, but just having an ultra foldable would be great. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Definitely be sure to check the links in the description down below. If you did, be sure to superman the like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel a lot. Well, help push my content out to more people. That's been it from me, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Definitely be sure to stay tuned. Lots of content is coming. I got the Samsung Galaxy Ring. If you want to see comparison between this and the Ultra Human Ring Air, let me know in the comments down below. I got the Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra. Love this watch. It's phenomenal. And if you also want to see a comparison between this and the Apple Watch Ultra, again, let me know in the comments down below. Let's kind of meet up in the comment section, and I will be reading every single one. That's been it for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.